It's DIY time again, guys. So today we're going to be repainting this antique sewing machine, taking it from this old look to this beautiful new fresh look. So guys, I don't have any fancy tools. It's a DIY. I'm just doing whatever I like and hoping to get great results. Now I'm going to just use my screwdriver. You can use any tools if you have the tools. If you have paint remover, just apply it. The end goal is to get the paint off the machine. Okay, we just want to strip it off the old paint and whatever primer is all the under and all that. So let's get into it. You're going to need some elbow grease if you're using a cutter like I am. Okay guys, we're finally done, and it took a lot of time. I should have just gotten the paint stripper, but whatever, we are done. And I'm just going to clean it up, clean up the rust and all the dirt and all that. We have to get all of that off so the paint can set properly. So what I'm doing next is just to use some tape to cover up some of the parts of my machine that I don't want to get the paint on. And if you have some removable parts as well like mine, you can just take off those removable parts, take them off, unscrew them, keep them aside, and then tape the parts you don't want to remove. So we're just going to clean, just get off as much of the dirt and rust as possible. Now you can see I just applied light body filler to some parts that had some dents and all that. I didn't really do much, guys. You could apply body filler to the whole of the machine to give it the smoothest look, but I was too lazy to do that. So yeah, I'm just taping up that part. I don't really want to take off the plate there, so I'm just going to leave it, cover it with my tape, and cut off the excess. So I'm unscrewing that as well. And I have this netty stuff. I'm going to stuff it into those holes so that my paint doesn't get into those parts of the machine. So I'm just covering up those parts as well, making sure that my paint doesn't get in there. Now I didn't show this on camera, but the lower part of the machine, I'm also going to be putting those nets there as well to stop the paint from getting into those creases and causing me problems when I want to use the machine later on. So I think we're pretty much done with that. We're going to be moving outdoors. Please do not spray paint your machine indoors, okay? It will be so messy and it is just not advisable. So I'm outdoors now. I've laid a tap on the floor and I'm just going to go ahead and spray, okay? If you want to go in with primer before that and all those fancy stuff, like I said, I'm not a professional, guys. This is a DIY. So if you know a lot about painting, you can go ahead and do the fancy stuff and then go ahead with your painting. So we're just gonna spray. We want to get a good coverage, guys. You make sure that the coverage is good. We have no raw metal peeking out from the bottom, and make sure it's even. You want to go in with left and right motions, and you don't want to be too close, you don't want to be too far, so the paint will not pull, and you want to avoid wasting your paint as well. I'm just using a normal spray paint. You can get it from any store. Just ask for the one that is used for metal, basically, so you don't get one for fabric or otherwise. I got 2 cans, but one is quite enough. I just went in with 2. One was actually enough. It gave me enough coverage. Just putting some tiny finishing touches, and yeah, it is, guys. Now you can go ahead and leave it plain. It is lovely, beautiful plain. You go ahead and go for any other color, black, gold, yellow, and leave it plain, but I just want to go ahead and add some flowers, and I'm going to be doing my little doodles, guys. Like I said earlier on, I'm not a professional. I'm just doing I'm just having fun, and drawing my little flowers and just making my machine look pretty. If you don't like it, guys, I like it. Okay, thank you. So I'm moving on. I'm using an oil based glossy paint, and it is very hard to work with, but it's what I have, so we're just going to manage it. It kept sliding off the paints beneath, but anyways, I did my flowers, guys, and it actually looked nice at the end of the day. So the brush I'm using is just a makeup brush. I picked it from a makeup brush set I got earlier this year, and I'm just going in with it. But you could easily get any brush from an art store, okay? Okay, so after going in with my yellow as the main color for the flower, I'm just going to be going with a darker color at the middle to give it some depth. And then I'm just going to go in and draw some other flowers on other parts randomly. There's no strategy to it. I'm just going in randomly on other parts of the machine and putting some different sizes of flowers on it. So I decided that adding some vines will add some more character to the flowers, and I'm just going to do that with the same color I used for the inner part of the flower. So just going to go in to add some vines, and I'm just doing this randomly, guys. Some of it at some point, I was wondering if it would look nice, but I guess it all came together very well. Oh, I look as tired as I feel here, guys. At this point, I was so tired and it was getting late, but I was determined to really finish this and post it since it's been such a while I posted anything on YouTube. So far, here we are, and it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. So I just want to show you a closer view of how I draw the flowers. It's nothing fancy, just some simple lines, simple thick lines in a circular motion, and our flower is ready basically. And then we put a deeper color at the middle. So that part was looking like a headless person to me. I don't know why I decided to put a flower at the top to just, give it a better look. It just looked like as if I cut the head off. After doing that, I just decided to fill in with some little flowers. It's finally done. So what do you think? Is it a hit or a miss? We still have 5 more to go though, with many more designs. So subscribe, like if you want to see more. Thank you.